From a score nobody had ever seen before, to one extra spur that made a whole arena fall apart. These are the 10 most memorable moments in bull riding history. At number 10, Michael Gaffney rode Little Yellow Jacket for 96.5 points in 2004.
A filthy average of 93 points unwritten in 10 outs this year.
Every other rider that season had tried. Every other rider had hit the dirt. Gaffney was the only one who made it to the whistle. One man, one bull, one record. But if one man doing the impossible sounds fun, Adriano Moraes at number 9 did it 3 times.
Championship all season long. There you see Moraes' scores. Can he do it? It remains to be seen. And guys, the fans.
Final round of the 2006 PBR World Finals. Guilherme Marchi led all season and couldn't make 8 seconds when it counted. The door cracked open. Adriano walked right through it. Highest ride of the day. First 3-time PBR world champion ever. Now that we're talking about rivalries this sport runs on, Lane Frost versus Red Rock at number 8 is the one nobody will ever stop telling. 7 rodeos, 7 matchups. The 1987 World Champion rider against the 1987 Bull of the Year. 3 wins each, going into the last one in Spanish Fork, Utah. Lane rode him 4-3. That is how you settle a legend. And while Frost was writing that chapter, J.B. Mauney at number 7 was killing the most famous buck-off streak in the sport.
Maybe, just maybe, the impossible can happen.
Bushwhacker, 42 consecutive buck-offs. The best riders in the world had climbed on. Every single one of them hit the dirt. Mauney got on and scored 95.25, streak officially over. Although Mauney walked away clean, Tough Hedeman at number 6 made his moment the hard way at the 1995 PBR World Finals.
None I've ever seen. He's about set. Let's watch it.
2 great athletes. Watch the flashbulbs. Here we go.
Bodacious yanked him forward on the first jump, cracked him in the face, hit him again in the shoulder, and sent him hard into the ground. They rolled out a stretcher.
That hit.
Everybody in this arena, you can tell the concern on their face as they look on.
Hedeman waved it off and walked out on his own. 6.5 hours of facial surgery later, they handed him the world title. Because of course they did. While Hedeman was surviving Bodacious, Jose Vitor Leme at number 5 was doing something that had never been done. The highest score in PBR history. In the final round, with the world title on the line.
A front row seat to watch the man they love.
Final round of the PBR World Finals in Las Vegas. Lemmy needed this ride to win. He drew Whoopa, a bull that gives nobody anything free, and the whole arena went dead quiet. Whoopa fired hard left. Lemmy went right with him, hips locked, free arm controlled, reading every jump before it happened. The bull spun hard. Lemmy did not budge.
Of course! It's a qualified ride! And how fitting! One last
whistle. The crowd was already losing it before the number even posted. Then 98.75 lit up the board and the arena went completely sideways. I just tried to focus on my riding and do my best, Lemmy said. When I heard the whistle, I knew it was a good ride, but 98.75, I didn't expect that number. Nobody expected that number. He had already set the all-time PBR record before. He just beat himself by a full point on the biggest stage in the sport with everything on the line. You cannot plan something like that. It only happens when someone is operating at a level the rest of the world cannot touch. That is not bull riding. That is art. At number 4, Brent Thurman against Rusty at the 1994 NFR is one of the most beautiful rides you will ever see. 89 points of pure timing and feel from a 25-year-old kid who looked like he was gonna own this sport for the next 20 years.
it's not no bad idea.
No, this is Brett Thurman. He has drawn Rusty.
Watch how calm he looked up there. No white knuckling, no panic. He read what Rusty was going to do before the bull even knew it and flowed right with him. Most people would not last 2 seconds on that animal.
Brent, wave from his hand. Oh, yeah. Look good. Outside foot. Oh, hang in there, Brent. Come on. Oh, my. Good ride. Yeah.
Days later at the same NFR, Red Wolf bucked him off and the landing was wrong. December 17th, 1994. Brent Thurman died from injuries sustained in competition. He was 25 years old. He was the best I ever saw, a fellow competitor said years later. The kind of talent you only see once. We never got to see what he would have become.
Quit hustling, never quit sprinting. See him coming with those spurs, moving them in and out there. He is.
His death changed this sport. Real conversations, real rule changes, but none of that gives back what was lost. Watch the Rusty ride and you will understand what the sport lost that night. It breaks your heart every single time. Now, even though Thurman started those conversations, Mason Lowe at number 3 is the one who forced the sport to finish them.
We're running out of superlatives for this bull. Tell you what, this kid.
Watch this ride against Bushwhacker in the championship round and understand who Mason Lowe was. The bull scored 46.25 points. That is an elite company. Lowe was right there with him, confident and composed and completely in control.
Is that bull score 46 and a quarter. Look at this.
January 15th, 2019. National Western Stock Show in Denver. Lowe got bucked off hard times and the bull stepped on his chest. The injuries were fatal. He was 25 years old.
Alice of the angels around the throne.
Mason rode like he had something to prove every single time, his teammates said, but he never talked about it. He just rode. That was Mason. He had a fiance, a future, the kind of talent that made veterans stop what they were doing to watch him warm up. The world went quiet after Denver the exact same way it had after Thurman, that specific heavy quiet where nobody knows what to say. Some losses just do not fill back in. Mason Lowe is one of them. The sport is still carrying him. At number 2, JB Mauney's career ended the only way it ever could, on a bull that did not care who he was. Arctic Assassin, September 6, 2023. Lewiston, Idaho. Mauney got bucked off and landed wrong on his neck. That was it.
Easy, easy.
Surgery 2 days later. A rod, plates, screws, a disc removed from his neck.
Whatever happens, happens. There's no thinking about it after that happens.
JB Mauney has done it. The buck-off streak.
I had surgery and they put a rod in and plates and screws in my neck and took a disc out, Mauney said. Unfortunately, the surgery has ended my bull riding career. He said it flatly, no drama, no speech, just facts. I never wanted to quit, he said. I wanted to ride until they made me stop. I guess Arctic Assassin made me stop. 36 years old, 2-time world champion, the man who snapped Bushwhacker's streak, the guy who passed on safe points just to ride the hardest bulls on the draw, no retirement tour, no final ride, no crowd sending him out right, just a hospital room in Idaho and a career that deserved better. At number 1, Tough Hedeman's extra spur at the 1989 National Finals Rodeo is the most important single moment in bull riding history, and it has nothing to do with the score. Lane Frost had died in Cheyenne that July. His best friend, his road partner, the guy who pushed him and ribbed him and made every long drive to the next rodeo worth taking. The bull riding world was still completely shattered 4 months later when December came around. Hedeman had a world title within reach. He climbed on his bull in Las Vegas, carrying all of it. The grief, the pressure, the weight of riding for someone who could not be there. The gate opened. He rode. He made the whistle. Then instead of jumping off, he kept spurring. One extra beat, completely deliberate. The arena figured it out before he even hit the ground. Grown men were crying in the stands. Lane was always there with me, Hedeman said, every ride. I just wanted him to know that when it mattered most, I didn't forget him. He won the world title that night, but nobody sitting in that arena went home thinking about the title. They went home thinking about the spur. People ask me what that extra spur meant, Hedeman said. It meant everything. It still does. Bull riding will give you broken bones and short careers and losses that do not make any sense, but it also gives you moments like that one. A man riding for someone who cannot anymore, refusing to let grief have the last word. That extra spur is what this whole sport is. That is exactly why they climb on.